Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have a Maryland campaign event for you. Our first map here is Anderson's Counterattack. You're seeing an overview of that map right now, followed up by our next map, which is the West Woods 2 Woody map. It should be great. Thank you to our Patreon members for the support. If you'd like the support, go to the link in the description where you can get live streams of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment on the bottom of our videos and get raw gameplay footage of events with no commentary and UI. With that being said, our teams for today. On the Confederate side, you got I-Corps, 8th Alabama, 12th Virginia, Missouri State Guard, and Free States Brigade. Whereas on the Union side, you got Sussy Brigade, 32nd Ohio, and Iron Brigade. The Iron Brigade really pushing far forward right now. Our team for today, on the top left for CSA perspective, you got Pastor from the Free States Brigade, 44th Georgia and 14th Brooklyn. And on the top right, we have Hudson from the Twin Banners. Commentating with me today, we have Labelle. Labelle, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hey everybody, Eagle, thanks for having me. Really appreciate it. It's kind of been a dream come true to commentate with you, so happy to be here.
Hell yeah. So, what regiment and group are you from? What's your rank within it?
So I am within Sussy. I am with 1st Maryland. I am an adjutant. I am Zapstar's personal bitch, basically.
Hell yeah. So, we got 2 servers for Maryland campaign tonight, so unfortunately, we aren't able to get everyone in a server. We're reaching 160 though, which is probably why they split on the 2 servers. Get everybody in. Perfectly balanced, really. Union has about 2 on artillery, so yeah, this is great. CSA mostly approaching on this side. You have a couple CSA on the other side. Let's see who that is. You got I-Corps up on this left side. 12th VA, FSB pulling up to their right. I think I saw MSG there as well, which I think leaves 8th Alabama out on this far side. The whole Union side basically holding in this woods. So I know Sussy is a mix of Union and Confederate. Labelle, would you like to provide your viewpoint for either side, if you want, strategy on this map?
Let's see, what map were we on? I completely forgot.
Anderson's Counterattack. Good.
Anderson's Counterattack. So right off the bat, we got this wood strat. Holding these woods, extremely important. You can't give these up, because once you do, you give up the flank. Using the rocks, using the trees as cover, very important. What's most important here is keeping the CSA suppressed, because if they start moving up on you, it becomes a close quarters battle, and Union really cannot afford to get into that.
It's very true, indeed. It can come with domino effect really quickly. What are these? Is this Union artillery getting wiped in the center?
Wow, it sure is.
I mean, it's 3 kills, but every kill matters. You can kind of see Union already down a little bit on tickets. That's what you can expect on a one-on-one shootout. But Union defense, on the other hand, you got Twin Banners here on the right side with 1st Delaware. I saw Buster. You got 32nd Ohio to their left. You got 8th Virginia, 1st Delaware, Iron Brigade, 5th NC. I don't see the 5-9 and 1. It's just so sad.
It is sad. You know, with any map, teamwork is very important, but when you're in the woods like this, you have to have a clear line of communication. And we just had Bus running over to 1st Maryland, 5th Florida to give them an update on what was going on. And that's what you need. And CSA, to a lesser extent on this map, they can move with a lot more disuniformity. So they can move one unit up while another movement kind of just does what they want to do and not take as much damage as the Union. So let's see if Union can keep up communication and keep this defense up.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting with CSA capping here, trying to draw Union out. Remember, this this event does not have a Steam chat, which is why you saw a Bus running over. And Union is gunning it towards CSA right now.
Zoo is moving in. He's oh. Trying to get that flank, it looks like.
Oh, where are the heads? Hello?
Oh. Hello, the head's gone. He's a headless horseman.
I didn't know that was in character customization.
Well, CSA was waiting for it, so let's see how this works.
Twin Banners kind of winning on this front. It's really over by the rock for CSA's holding.
His words are hollow. His paper I shall no
it looks like that Union attacks Peter out right there.
No more shall I write on your pen, White Devil. No more shall I write on your terms and
I think Union's gonna win this. Siesta don't have a flag. Oh, never mind, they
CSA
do.
is
It's just
strung
no
out.
flag. Yeah, you got 2 sticks here, respawning men.
So no heads and sticks. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
this does happen for some reason every once in a while. Do not know why. Maybe I'll
Union is
restart my
still
game.
pushing.
Get that flag.
So yeah,
They got
Union
that flag.
white.
Fuck you. Oh, yeah. Fuck you, rebel. All right, boys. Good wipe. Good wipe.
That was textbook. That was a good movement.
Brigade on the star. Point, boys. Point.
The Union moving to point. They're going to regain their tickets and retake the point. They'll go up to the percentage of tickets that the defenders are at. You have 8th Alabama on the other side of the point holding there. Oh my goodness, Steam Overlay is killing me right now.
I love that Steam overlay.
I need to disable that. I kept saying that for a couple weeks. I also just realized the frontline reporters are on the wrong sides because EU Grand Campaign had the sides flipped, so I'll be fixing that in a moment.
CSA's running.
Yeah. I guess you need to be an officer to have a head for the Union.
I guess so. I would be
'Cause
careful
Scooter
with
doesn't.
this push, though.
Why are you running? All right, I think we're good. We're good. We're good. I think we're good.
Joe really tried to keep him there.
Run, rebel.
Oh, we got him numbered so bad.
Zoo's bloodthirsty.
All right, we're out of bounds. We can't go no more.
Keep this son bitch. You get him?
Man, you got Hudson's View here. I think he's in the chase here as well, maybe. Oh yeah, he's in front.
Getting my cardio in today.
Why are you running?
This is just
Why are you
a
running?
rat race. They got a cap behind them. They haven't stopped.
Yeah.
Hold it,
Well,
hold it,
they get a couple kills. Good retreat by 8th Alabama as CSA kind of converge on point. Union, yeah, they haven't really recapped. So maybe Union's going to try to push them down to last stand maybe. I don't know. It's a thought.
Not entirely sure what the idea there was. I think Union might have overextended, but let's see how they go about this, because they could very well turn this back around and retake that point.
Yeah, because Union's now very spread out. And this is kind of like a uh-oh. Bus kind of going up against I-Core. And Bus is a little outnumbered.
Yeah, and he's dead.
Let's see. So, Union pushing up on this left side. IB. All IB here, actually. It'll be really interesting. Yeah.
Oh.
It'll be interesting to see how Union, again, kind of responds, right? No messengers. It looks like they're maybe wiping 8th Alabama on this side. So good wipe from the Twin Banners, obviously outnumbering.
I think it's Southwest. One more.
The headless banners going, except for Zoo and the other officers. I-Core holding up
Now,
on the left
I
side.
don't think the CSA knows. I don't think they know what's coming from behind them. I think they have no idea.
They don't seem
And
to
here,
know.
and here comes Zoo.
Oh my goodness. Oh, they don't see him.
They
As
have
they
On the star, about face, on the star.
You know, they say all units are created equal, but you look at the Twin Banners, and you look at I-Core, and you can see that statement is not true. All right? This is beautiful. Oh, they've reformed. Okay, they're receiving.
Both sides about to go down to engage.
We held, hold. Turn around, goddammit.
Wow, so the I-Core managed to turn around at the last moment, but even with that turnaround, Twin Banners still wiped them, so
Indeed.
pretty solid movement.
And they're going to keep going here.
West, southwest.
Going to try to hit
It's defeat in
FSB here.
detail.
It really is. I mean, CSA is also spread out, and Twin Banners taking advantage. Hudson's View here, a little. But my Wi-Fi's not doing too well right now, but
You rebel!
Get the flag.
Twin banners still pushing through. Jeez Louise.
Honcho, unit northwest, close.
Normally when you enter a map, you have a 50-50 chance of winning, but when you can defeat the opponent in detail, your chances of winning drastic go down. You know what I mean?
Really. I mean, Twin banners just went through and wiped CSA spread out, completely caught off guard. You do have some, I think, respawns. I don't know if these guys were here, but
If they were, I completely missed them. So
yeah, I missed them as too.
Yeah, here's that.
Glorious thing. I mean, you got what Pastor's seeing down there from FSB, but looks like Twin banners are going to keep going, rally up with Iron Brigade and rest of Sussy.
oh yeah, and so there's Bus back with Zoo. There's that communication going. Again, that's very important. Zoo is probably telling Bus exactly what went down, and I'm sure Bus is yelling at Zoo for doing it in the first place. But but that, you can't argue with results, and you know that in the beginning we saw Union tickets going down, and they were far below CSA's for a while. They're at least almost half a state, and maybe more about a quarter of a state. But they've gotten it back with that movement, so pretty good.
100%, and they're gunning it for the point right now.
Let's go.
CSA 12th VA spread out here on the K-Sounds. Great chance for Union.
Take our gun.
Go on, boys, get them. Go on, boys.
Don't listen to that man. Don't listen to that man.
And 12th VA is staying for the charge, but very spread out. Great chance for Union to get some auto lines and skirmishing. CSA just holding on the far side, and Union's going to be able to retake point. This is still great for CSA, though. I mean, only 5.5 minutes of the round, in theory, right, due to the black timer, and you've knocked the Union down to a high engage. That's pretty impressive.
Press T.
That's, what is that, a morale bar in about 10 minutes? It's pretty damn impressive.
So we'll see where Union wants to go after this point. I looked at these flowers. It looked like snow. Kind of got me happy for a second. But
Hey, give it 6 months.
yeah, give it 6 months. I still got to play that Halloween event. I
Very
did not
fun.
play it at all. Union kind of spreading out. Oh, so true.
Oh my God! Hey boys.
The headless.
Oh, good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Come here, you. Give me a big old.
Anything. I do worry about this long stretched out kind of attack that
Yeah.
Twin Banners is currently doing, because if you die skirmishing or out of line, obviously everyone here knows that's more ticket to lose. And it looked like Zap was maybe out of line there.
Probably. Yeah, if you're watching War Rights for the first time, deaths are not equal in this game. To encourage team play, the devs want you to stand by your teammates. So if you're standing by a fair amount of your teammates, you'll lose 1 ticket for your team. If you're crouching by a couple people, or standing up by only 2 other people, you will lose 3 tickets for your team. And if you're all by yourself, you lose 5. So yeah. CSA kind of forming up again.
Thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here comes that snake. You can see that snake with the head on top coming out of spawn here for CSA. They got a pretty good front line there forming up with a lot of reinforcements coming in, so it's important for a Union to address this as quick as possible.
And Union's a little spread out, very spread out. No respawns. They've gotten those in time. Twin Banners is over here. Communication will be communication's going to be key, but obviously they got to send messengers, and I think that's the cool part about it. You have a bunch of different events, and they all operate differently. Some with Steam chat, some that don't. We were watching EU Grand Campaign earlier today, and even though they had a Steam chat, it most certainly didn't look like it. And this event almost looked Union Steam to have had a Steam chat. That's at least what it looks like. They're doing very good with communication.
I'm going to get yelled at by a lot of people for saying this, but I'm going to go on record as saying Steam chat has ruined many a good officer relationships and many a good events. I'm very keen on using in-game communication to get my point across and to coordinate with other players. And maybe it's just my ADHD, but when I have 15 voices in officer chat plus 17 voices in game all talking to me, I can lose track pretty quickly.
Yeah, that is a very valid reason. It can be hectic, right? Because if you don't know, right, you have the in-game chat and all the sounds within that. You're probably in a Discord call with the rest of your regiment, communicating with them. And then if you're also in a Steam chat, that's 3 different chats you have to pay attention to, and that's a lot. When I was an officer in IVB, we were in a TeamSpeak too, because we had multiple different officers in different Discord calls. And so that was 4 chats I had to listen to. It can be a lot. It can be a lot.
Oh, that's too much.
Yeah. If you ever thought you could lose hearing from a video game, well, this is the game.
You know, War of Rights has a very robust suppression system in game. Steam chat does that to me in real life.
Confederates cap again. Yeah, it's.
Oh, and here's a twin banner movement. See what they do.
They're coming.
So Confederates not really trying to push too aggressively, just cap the point, draw them out, bring everyone's tickets down. It's a good strategy. I'm intrigued to see if Union's going to try to recap or push them down to last stand. Mostly because if this goes down to a mid to low taking losses, which this counterattack phase should, I don't think Confederates are going to be too amped to cap until the defending team hits breaking, which at that point they can just automatically win.
Right. Twin Banners, they're almost acting as a harassment group all the way out there in the back. But I think the aggression is taking more of a toll on them.
That's my
at this
in-game
moment.
sound.
Interested in seeing and hearing what Zoo has to say about this later on. I want to kind of pick his brain about what he was thinking in this situation. Zoo's a great officer. He's a fantastic officer. Zapstar is also a fantastic officer, so they have an idea in mind. I just don't see it yet.
Yeah.
Down flag right here, northeast.
Because they sat there and waited for the counterattack and then went in. I-Corps shifting around, but rest of Sussie's going to try to slam on their side while they're spread out.
They're moving in.
Push him. What am I stuck on, dude?
Bus getting aggressive. Doug getting aggressive. They're pushing in. Here they go. Now again, at the beginning of this attack, we saw 2 or 3 Union guys up ahead of everybody else. That's costly tickets, and if that keeps happening in these events, it's going to cost you events. So it's something that all officers, all NCOs, they need to look forward to. They need to see it. They need to prevent it.
12th VA and FSB holding up on the guns right now. Spreading themselves out as we've seen them do all game. Just trying to use any cover that they can within the open. Both sides about to hit taking losses. Man, let's...
Yeah. Now this is a war of positioning. You know, this is a battle of positioning, and it really seems to me like CSA right now is winning that war.
I looked at what... sorry, oh my goodness, I can English, but CSA has about a 10% ticket advantage over the Union end on this map because they're the attackers. They get a little more tickets than the defenders. That just makes sense. But they have about 10% more. Let's see. Sussie's still on this side. Where did the Twin Banners go? Iron Brigade kind of pushing up. I don't know where Twin Banners are at. There they are. Trying to hit on the behind him again.
Yep, there's that. So yeah, so they're acting as a flanking / harassing group. They're gonna do their damage from behind the lines. Let's see if this one goes a little bit better than the last 2.
I do think they went right as well to make sure they get their flag.
Ah, they did. You're right. Correct.
They'll probably keep going though, because I mean this is what they've done all game, and like the 2 times we've seen them do it, it was very successful one time, not so successful the latter time. But CSA still holding. Union just really kind of probing, not engaging. Union does hit taking losses. Confederates will probably hit it in a moment as well. But this has been a non-stop action round of Anderson's. Oh.
You know, I was just about to bring up time management and how important time management is in War of Rights. You know, you can kill guys, you can take positions, but you also have to pay attention to the clock. We're getting pretty low on tickets here, and we're still 35 minutes into this round. Time management, important, and it seems like this game is going a little too quick for the Union.
Yeah. Sussy, some Sussy's pushing up here as well, getting a few out of lines. I mean, CSA is now pushing it. I mean, Union, I think they should try to push the Confederates in the last stand. It's going to be tight, but at this point, I don't think there's any other way for the Union to win.
We're gonna fight.
They don't have any other options. It has to be a last stand or nothing.
Unless they turtle, but I haven't seen that in a long time.
You're fucking dead.
Turtling is almost it's almost the opposite of what Sussy was built on in a lot of ways, especially twin banners.
Keep running.
We will for sure not see it, because if you need a turtle, you got to have your whole team doing it, every single person.
Oh boy.
So again, now all Sussies together. They're kind of hitting behind the whole CSA. CSA, again, not responding. It's really interesting for the Union perspective. I know we've been watching the Union perspective the whole time, but CSA really hasn't been moving a whole lot, and Sussy is kind of the one going around. You got 12th VA and FSB turning around now.
Oh, here they go now, yep. And you see, goddamn, CS or USA is spread out, so that's going to do some damage to them.
Just as Sussy was hitting everyone from behind, they themselves got hit from behind and got hit.
And
Zoo
that can
tried.
happen. Yep, Zoo tried, but you know that can happen when you are making these big, grand movements behind enemy lines. You can get cut off pretty quickly.
And we finally get to see Iron Brigade push up into some action here.
Where's everyone's pay?
They're not trying to take point. I don't think they are.
I think they're trying to salvage the situation with twin commanders right now. Iron Brigade, in my experience, more of a defensive-minded group. They will only move up when they deem it absolutely necessary.
I got two.
That's not a bad thing. That can really save tickets. So it's interesting to see them move up and try to assist twin banners.
Hold it down.
Yeah, because they have been back all the time, but now they're holding up there. At about, well, like 5.5 minutes or so on this counterattack. Union not, as I say that, are they trying to cap? I mean, they are capping. I don't know if this is intentional or not, but because I mean, at this point, right? If Union does cap, they'll go up to a middle taking losses, and CSA will just shoot them down to breaking, and most likely when CSA is charging this out.
Yep, there they go. I don't think CSA is going to let that happen. Like you said, it would almost be beneficial for them to let the cap happen and then retake.
Yeah, I mean, CSA should be wary of the thought of Union trying to push him to the last stand.
Ow. Oh god, I gotta go. Oh.
But I mean,
I-Corps is a unit that will play upon your weaknesses. If they detect weakness, they will exploit it. So this is interesting to see them come on in here.
yeah, they got 12th VA, 8th Alabama here as well, FSB as well, almost CSA team.
Oh yeah,
I mean, CSA could very well hold this. Union's very spread out. You saw twin banners, or I guess Sussy getting wiped. Then Iron Brigade just got wiped. Sussy is starting to make their way back up, not fully committing. There is a down flag right there.
It looks like we have a lot of first Delaware guys, kind of, not a lot, but a few coming back from the fight, retreating a little bit. Only counted 3 of them. That looked like a pretty significant blow to the Union there.
And yeah, and you can even see that by the ticket amount. Union's almost at breaking.
Yep. You know, 12th VA, they're not a group that you can go up against willy-nilly. They are an elite group of guys. They will take advantage of you just like I-Corps will. 8th Alabama, FSB, MSG. You know, they're all solid groups. This is something to look at. This would be a play tape to look at for Sussy guys to go back over and see, you know, where things went wrong. And I'm going to call it right now, right off the bat, a little too aggressive on this map.
Plans do not survive contact with the enemy.
I do think they could have been much better if they blobbed up. I do think the meta as of now is blobbing up as a team. We saw success with Sussy splitting apart, especially twin banners, but I do think the game calls for blobbing up and rushing.
We got officers here coming together now, so it looks like that we might be getting that.
Indeed.
Oh shit, they're behind us, they're behind us, they're behind us!
Fuck you,
we're fine.
Oh, Huncho, come on! You know, before an event, I like to take my time when we're mustering and play some sound pad songs and get the group together and joke around. Huncho, that asshole will find me and shoot me the minute he sees me. It's without fail. It is without fail. So you know what, Huncho? I hope he gets shot.
IB on the rocks. Don't go out of bounds.
That'd be funny if he died to fall damage if he got to the top and jumped off.
I'll laugh. I'll pay that rock $20.
Amen to that. Huzzah.
Oh.
Ready.
Oh, he got it. There he goes.
Let's go. Legions of the
I'm king of the world.
Brigade forward. Brigade right
Aw.
side.
Oh,
He
he
even
almost
hits
got
break.
hurt.
Get out to the
No
right.
loss.
Well, okay.
They-
So
Here you go, boys.
Nothing we can't handle.
nothing we can't handle. Zap, you heard it here first from Zap. Nothing we can't handle.
So Union will prevail. Thank you all for watching. I hope you... Union kind of splitting off into two prongs. One going at, one kind of going off the side.
You know what, first Delaware, I like you guys. I'll join you.
Multi-prong attack here. Let's see what happens. We got first Texas mixed in with 5th Florida. Okay, so we got 5th NC there.
Double quick, double quick.
And there's first MD.
What's Natty doing out here? No.
Natty.
Oh,
Let's
so
go. Let's go,
Union...
Natty. What are you doing? Get out of there.
Give me a-
Cheeky bugger.
So, so Union now charging. It took them a moment, but they're going to hit in. It's going to be...
You know, Natty saw that whole thing and came back and warned his entire group.
it did a fair amount. Confederates pushing out of the woods now. I think 12th VA was more just there as a brief delaying measure, letting their team out. CSA, it's breaking.
So now this is a very this is a good tactic. This is a defense in depth here. 12th VA took the brunt of the attack and did some damage and held up the Union long enough for the CSA to bring in their second group, their second wave, which if it's done correctly, it should wipe the Union here.
Yeah, and I mean 12th VA, that first group wasted all the Union shots, or probably a dang good chunk of them too.
Yeah.
The fight still, it's very close. CSA's got 2 flags here, 3, 4. Sorry, they're all flag. They're all freaking sticks on my screen.
Right. Yeah, they got all 4 flags. They're going to be coming in quick. They're going to be reinforcing faster, and you can win this.
Yeah, look how fast they're getting back in already, and Union does not have those flags. They have 2 sticks.
Drop their fucking flag.
CSA counter time. That's going to be the round. Holy crap!
Yeah, that will be the round. There's that CSA push. There's that CSA counterattack. They did wipe, as I thought. I think the conclusion of this event was a foregone conclusion about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, heck of a job from CSA. You got any more thoughts of the round, Labelle?
Again, I just want to point out that aggression is great, but you have to be able to manage that aggression. If you are getting yourself spread out and you're getting those skirmishing ticket losses, and you're getting those out-of-line losses, that's going to trump any good maneuver that you do. So,
yeah, very, very much true. I mean, TSA pretty much played this round perfectly. They capped the point, stopping the clock, drawing the Union out. Union spread themselves out. Sure, they got beat a couple times, CSA did, but they just stuck to the plan, and it worked brilliantly in their favor. We'll see how round 2 goes, but yeah, really good job on CSA's part.
Yeah. Watching the battle report here, we can see Twin Banners. That first loop around, they were able to go up there, wipe out a unit, come back, push through the CSA, and relink up with the rest of the Union. But the second and third time they did that, the CSA kind of caught on, and they said, hey, wait a minute, you can't come in my butt. And they're going to go in there, and they're going to stop them, which is what they did.
Indeed. So we will see you in round number 2. And here we are with round number 2. Good old Westwoods Union attacking. CSA spreading themselves out very much to start the round. 12th VA pushing themselves up very far forward with 8th Alabama, and they're about to be hit by 1st Delaware Iron Brigade behind. Why is CSA doing this?
This is interesting.
Right as the defenders,
they were able to get
right up there.
Wow.
They still don't realize. Now they realize.
Now they do. Yep.
And they're just running away. I don't get... Maybe they want to get a quick volley off and then run away, but definitely not that, because they were just holding there. Maybe trying to find him.
Pursue south. Come on.
Well, now they're going back, so
More
little
CSA
confusion
over
at
here.
first. This Union is going to be sandwiched.
Oh, Iron Brigade's going to get
Union
wiped.
is right.
FSB to the right. Well, that worked out in their favor
Eagle,
at the
what the
end.
hell did we just see?
I don't know. More Sussy down moving in.
Rally, boys, rally.
You know, I would, if CSA doesn't get wiped, that's heck of a thing, because I disagree with this decision entirely. As defenders, you kind of want to back off, but I guess if you can catch the attackers off guard in a wooded place like this, make them lose their flag or whatever, catch them off guard. Maybe it's not a bad idea after all. I'm just worried about the tickets. Oh,
CSA must have thought they could run up and get a quick volley off, like you said earlier. They must have thought they could beat Union to wherever they wanted to go. And that seems to have shot himself in the foot here.
but if they would have done a quick volley, I thought they would have ran away by now, which is why I don't think that's... I think they want to hold here. Now FSB is moving in.
Ow.
That was confusing
What a
to watch.
strange start to this map.
Yeah, great for Union. I mean, what the heck? Is this 5th NC? Oh, it's 5th NC with McPhail. They're holding back. That's a weird way to start this map. And CSA is going to get wiped up here.
Who was that CSA group all the way out there?
Oh. I-Core.
I-Core, yep, and they are holding back as well.
The glorious Goon Dog. Praise be.
Oh, there goes Goon. That man is wanted in the state of Arizona for 3 murders. I don't know if anybody knows that.
Bum. So I guess we have some downtime. 5th NC's kind of pulling off. So when did you get War of Rights, Labelle?
I bought into War of Rights through the Kickstarter. I was able to get into... I bought it the day skirmishes came out, actually.
on the right side of the map?
And what got you into the game?
So I was,
Okay,
I've
so
been
I think
playing
12 may
Black
have
Powder
actually
games
recovered a
since the
flag.
days of Battlegrounds 2, which was a Half-Life 1 mod. And I've been in regiments since I was probably the age of 14, and I stayed with one group. That was 1st Texas. And we played through North and South, which was a Mountain Blade mod, and we came into War of Rights through them.
Alright, that's pretty cool. That's a heck of a story there.
I am old as hell, even within the Black Powder group.
Dang. So, 1st Texas is kind of what? So, you've stayed in kind of the 1st Texas group this whole time then? Because I know 1st Texas is kind of still in Sussy. At least I see some tags, but...
They are. They're still counted as one of the groups. So my lineage, if you want to call it that, I was in a lot of... I was with the 15th Wisconsin. That was the very first group I ever joined in Black Powder. That was for Battlegrounds 2. And when we made the transition over to Napoleonic Wars, I fell in with a guy named Lancaster, and he joined with me and he played with me. Another guy, Fremantle, he joined us, and we decided to make our own group. We made the Cherokee Riders is what we call ourselves, and then we got picked up by a bunch of guys in 1st Texas while still playing North and South.
Sorry. 12th VA, wiping. 5th NC, you kind of charged in there. Anyways. Rest of Sussy going to the right.
Yeah.
You said you called yourself the Cherokee Riders?
We were the Cherokee, Cherokee Mounted Cavalry, or Mounted Infantry, I think we were called.
Interesting. Sussy now hitting in this.
And then, yep, they're going to get in there. See what they do. And then through that, I joined 1st Texas. I ended up leading 1st Texas for a while. Broke off from 1st Texas when 1st Texas decided to go a different route. And I took my company, which was Company E and Company L, and we formed 69th North Carolina, which turned into 1st Maryland. And that's the whole lineage.
Get his ass, Copy, get his ass.
And we're still here to this day.
Absolutely.
Get his ass.
Heck of a timeline here. Dang.
And then I killed 1st Maryland.
Oh!
They talk like you.
So
That's a
the
story for a different time, though.
No,
what are
that
your
was-
thoughts on the
that was in a,
First Maryland and 5th Corps, V Corps?
Get the
Oh man, so
Oh,
there's
hi,
nothing you
everyone.
can
How
really
doing?
do about it. It's a free world, it's the internet. People are allowed to do what they want to do. However, I'm going to go on record as saying this. It's kind of scummy to see an already successful unit and decide, hey, I'm going to piggyback off them. It feels like a tick, you know, it feels like you have a tick in your side. And that's all I'm going to say about V Corps and First Maryland. I think it's scummy. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right. Yeah, I'm just not going to. I'm never.
That's fair. That's fair. Oh, because there's charging happening this side. Because I
Oh, here we
know
go.
that IV's kind of charging in here, but CSA pretty much wiping that. No, I've heard brief things about that. I never really heard people's opinions on that, but that's fair. So Union kind of forming up on this right side. Union doing pretty good attacking. Both sides going to hit engaged here. Almost 10 minutes of the round, which is a little slower pace, but it's still great for attackers.
Hey, back in the first map, we were at taking Lawson ground this time.
Yeah.
Get away our position.
Freaking counterattack is crazy.
All right, so Twin Banners is going to move in here, and they're going to go in a little slower, which is nice. You'd like to see that. Obviously, learn their lesson from the last round. They're going to fire off some volleys. They're going to leave the bayonets kind of holstered here, and they're going to get those barrels out.
The shot's starting to engage here. CSA, I-Corps really moving up against them. Union might try to push this here.
Come on, boys!
Yep.
Ooh, it looks like
I hear the
Zap's
whistle.
getting in, yep. And Zap's dead. That man's got to learn to stay back behind the line, man.
Every officer needs to. You can't lead from behind.
Yeah, damn right you can't. You gotta be a brave man to lead.
They're coming.
All right, CSA pulling back. Ooh, no.
That's the ones that are chasing.
Union not pushing
You know
that.
what, though?
Huh.
They are reloading. Union had a chance there. CSA was mostly reloading, did not have shots.
Hey, get your reload and shift it to the right.
And 8th Alabama now pushing across.
Ultimately,
Union now
I think
hitting
Zap
engage.
and them- Yeah, I think Zap and them made the right choice to pull that back.
Indeed. So I guess another lineage question. So I know Sussy had like 1st Maryland, 5th Florida, and you guys merged into the Twin Banners. How did that decision come about?
So that was after I originally left 1st Maryland. When I rejoined, that had already happened. Zoo had already moved in and joined up with Zap, and they merged into the Twin Banners. But let's be clear though, 5th Florida and 1st Maryland, while Twin Banners, they are the entities. Both great units, great officers. You can think of it as a very tight-knit coalition.
Watch our left door.
Oh, that makes sense. I mean, I know Zap and Zoo have been real good friends for a while, so it all makes sense.
Hey.
IV's kind of charging in here.
Union just hit that flank. You see that? That was perfect.
Coming in, boys. Stabbing them up. Stabbing them up.
FSBA now starting to move in to help 12th VA, but I don't think 12th VA needed that help. Some Union holding back with the flag. What are your thoughts on the meta of holding the flags back while the rest of your team goes in? Seen it a lot.
Smart. It's smart. You can do a lot when you move your spawn point closer to the front. You can reinforce that front a lot quicker than just relying on a unit that's far back. And if you put your flag up on the front line, well, there's a chance that it's going to go down. And if it goes down, you're screwed. You got to pick it back up. That takes another rifle off the line. But what's really overlooked by a lot of people is that when you have your flag on the line, say like we see here with this unit right here, if they were engaged in a firefight, they would be spawning guys directly into the line of fire, which is just, you got to reload, you got to get your bayonet on, then you got to rejoin the line, and then you got to aim, and then you got to get your shot off. It's a lot more dangerous than spawning back, say, 30 feet, maybe 10 yards back behind a tree. You can get your load safely, and then you can rejoin the line from there. So holding your flags back, it's a good idea.
What the heck is happening over here? Oh, they're chasing down this flag.
I see. Oh, yep. Run, McNeil! You ain't gonna run.
Oh, we died. Some MSG guys in the corner. You got Grim. Dead shot.
Let's go, Deadshot. Get up there.
Oh, he's gonna go. Oh!
Oh, tough shot. That's good.
Yeah. CSA kind of pushing him. Union kind of probing. Very spread out. I guess bouncing off flags as well. What do you think of the flag respawn change going from 10 seconds to 5?
Great idea. Great idea. It quickened the game up, which Warbright's is a slow game anyway. So having that more fast-paced respawn, it's good for pubbies because your casual player will come in. He doesn't want to sit around for 30 seconds to get back in the get match. So if you can get him back in 15 seconds instead, that's going to keep his interest in the game. And then from a gameplay standard, yes, it does drain the tickets faster, but nobody wants to sit through 2 or 3 60-minute rounds. If you can get 5 or 6 20-minute rounds in, that's a lot more fun. A lot more engagement.
So Saucy pushing in, wiping out these Ico guys, and I don't understand why Icor is pushing up into the woods, because every time they've pushed up, they get wiped and then pushed back to this very same spot. So they just lose tickets. It's great for Union. 8th Alabama's pushing across now. Oh, Rip Hudson.
Poor Hudson. So there's a not talked about enough aspect to war rights, and that's the psychological aspect. And what we're seeing here is the CSA,
They're right in front of us, right in front of us.
they seem to be locked into the mindset that won them the last round. Whereas the Union seems to have learned their lesson from the last round, and they're now taking things a little bit slow. So you can't expect the team you're playing against, even round to round, you can't expect them to stick to the same strategy. You have to evolve with them.
Right.
Now we go.
So 8th Virginia kind of coming in with Zap and others, and they kind of clean up 8th Alabama. You do have some movement on this side. FSB, 12th VA, MSG, I mean, everyone else is over here outside of High Corps. Iron Brigade is just in a losing fight on this side.
Yeah.
And IB gets wiped again, keeping those flags back. I guess First Delaware is here too. So they're both in a losing fight.
Seems to be by himself, and he gets the out of line.
They do have their flags, and they're falling back. So, yeah, you were talking with the flags, how it makes the rounds go quicker because everyone's respawning, obviously killing a lot more. The devs did make a change briefly after that where they made it where each death was worth 20% less of the team's overall tickets because they saw the rounds going 30 minutes long. So they made it so that the tickets are worth less per death, therefore causing the rounds to obviously go longer.
Yeah, it's all balancing. So
Right.
It's a tough job balancing this game out. Kudos to Campfire for keeping it going for so long. I was their biggest hater for a long time, but kudos to them for keeping this going.
Indeed, and a new company tool they're making. They just announced it yesterday. I don't know when it's going to be out, but it'll allow them to figure out balancing even more because they're going to track basically every stat you could think of in this game, team basis wise. So
right. Hey, you know what, Eagle? I'm going to take a moment of your time here, and I'm going to make a personal plea to Trusty and Street Roll. If I could be unbanned from the official community Discord, that would be fantastic. I don't know what I did that deserved the 34 convictions I got by a juror of my peers, but I would really like to be part of the community again, and I would really appreciate it if I could get a unban. That's all.
Praise be. We'll spam. We'll start a hashtag free Labelle as we did with Sarah so long ago. Were you there in the Discord during the crab revolution?
It was the tail end. That was around the time I got banned.
Aw, dang. Dude, that crab admin stuff was so much fun. I got my brother. My brother was the crab guy, and I'm like, hey, you should hop on the server and apply for mod, and he did, and then that's where the whole thing goes. That was a good time.
That was you and your brother?
Yeah.
You dog.
that was a really good memory. So, parts of Sussy pushing up, starting to engage with 8th Alabama and I-Corps. They're really on this left side. Fighting is coming towards the middle of the map. The rest of CSA is holding on the right side as Sussy's charging. More specifically, Twin Banner, Smith NC.
So we can see here, Union is once again surrounded. When you're surrounded like this, the best thing that you can do is you can take your full force and blob up like we were talking about last round. glob up and push towards one direction and don't stop. Break through that line, wrap back around, and reestablish your front line against the rest of the team. It'll be really interesting to see if Sussy can pull that off, specifically Twin Banners here.
Oh my goodness.
Just
Sorry.
based on what I'm seeing, I don't know if it's going to play out that way.
Yeah, Union a little spread out because Iron Brigade and 1st Delaware were still kind of on their own, and they charged in on their own side. So Union getting completely wiped here across the whole battlefield.
It's a tough loss.
Yeah.
Kudos to the CSA. They're playing pretty well today.
Jeez, they very much are. But, I mean, Union's still in a great spot. CSA, I think... Oh, no, Bus was just pushing forward by himself. But, I mean, Union's still in this. They're not down by a whole lot of tickets. Still down by a fair amount, but...
He did. He did.
We got plenty of time to maneuver and do other things.
They sure do.
Let's see here.
Oh, we got Harkin there. Good friend of mine.
Hell yeah. So, with the company tool update, did you look at the survey that they posted? Actually, what are they talking about?
Yeah, we should poke really far left. They don't seem to be paying attention that way.
Agree. Yeah, full call.
Form columns, gentlemen. Form columns.
Let's make it happen, lads.
Double column.
Okay,
boys.
All right.
so we got a left push coming.
Yeah. And I mean, it'll link up with the Iron Brigade, 1st Delaware flags, which are kind of being harassed here by some I-Corps guys. But did you look at the survey that the developers posted with the update blog for the new company tool?
I did not know.
So there's a part on the survey talking about doing public ranked matching, and they were asking for feedback on how it should be implemented and done, which will be very interesting to see. They had like individual matchmaking, or sorry, individual ranks, like each person has a rank. There was also mention of a team-based matchmaking for public matches. And I'm very intrigued to see how ranked would go in a game like this, where there's only one active server.
Coming in, boys. Friendly's coming in, Delaware.
So,
Yeah, we're...
Hey, Zap, we're gonna help you retake those flags.
Oh boy, so my thoughts on that are a little... I'd have to read the survey to get more of an idea of what they're talking about, but if we're going with match-based, you know, matchmaking in a game, like you said, with one server, that may be a misstep. Overall, I think this update is going to be great. I'm really looking forward to a lot of the stuff, the new company tool and all this stuff, but if they're doing skill-based matchmaking in a one-server game, I'm not sure how that's going to fly.
I think it's not skill-based matchmaking. I think it's like every week there's like a ranked match or something like that, or they have a couple ranked matches. I think that's the gist of it. I don't think it's skill-based matchmaking though, because how can you do skill-based matchmaking? Wow.
That almost sounds like creating public events, which I wouldn't have done.
It does kind of sound like that when you do put it that way. Union pushing forward, 1st Delaware going right in with a 32nd Ohio as well, trying to hit him on the side. 1st Delaware is. Rest of the Union's not charging in though. They're just sitting, more of a distraction.
So something I just noticed, when Bus split off from the rest of his unit, it seemed like only 2 or 3 of his guys followed him, and the rest of the unit continued to go to the right.
32nd Ohio went to the right, 1st Delaware cut to the left.
Okay.
Thank fucking Christ, we finally fucking fully won a charge. Holy shit, that took forever.
Yeah, Bus is even talking about that charge, yep, so I think Bus knows the what I saw there. Kind of a spread out charge, and something that Sussy needs to work on.
Over here fighting 20 men down.
How do you get wiped? Nice one, guys. Good work,
Bus is so
Let's
happy
go,
right
Bus.
now. Hell yeah.
Brigade on the star.
Yeah, the interesting part about a rank thing is that if they rank people individually to put them on a side, it would be very... I find it very... Union's kind of pushing up, but I would find it very hard to rank people individually for a game that so heavily relied on teamwork and whatnot.
Right. Now, one thing I did notice is that if you have, with the new company tool, you're able to create groups, clans, regiments, whatever you want to call them, and you'll be able to have a set tag that will automatically be applied to everybody in the group. And they said that when you have enough players, and we don't know what the number is yet, but when you have enough players from one group, that match automatically gets flagged as an official match for your group, and it will be flagged, and all the stats from it will be counted on the new company tool. one thing that I'm interested in here is, will we see a lot of these public officers? Because we have a lot of great public officers, a lot of guys who go into pub matches and they lead and they create these really great great dynamics, and really great matches for the pubbies. I am interested in seeing if these pubbies start forming up into public groups, not regiments so much, but public groups.
To make sure the stats are tracked. That would be interesting. Yes. Iron Brigade getting hit on the side by FSB and 12th VA. Very well done by DSA here.
12th VA snuck up right behind him, kicked him in the ass. That was really good. Kudos to Natty and those guys.
And are they going to keep going? Both sides almost at breaking here. I didn't even realize. Holy crap.
We've been talking this whole time.
I know, it's been great.
Oh, Rock, look the other way. You got guys coming in.
Brace! Brace!
Run,
brace!
run, don't brace.
Free fire! Free fire! Free fire!
CSA was able to get that flag back up. They have, what, 2 flags now?
The rest of us stay. The rest of us
Union hit breaking.
Let's go. Kill them all. Get them to breaking. Finish this up.
So where is point exactly? It's over here. CSA is kind of around it, not necessarily on it.
You gotta go back to your point now, buddy. Run back to point now.
I don't think 12th VA's FSB is going to run back bus.
Run back to point now. You better go. You better run back to point.
You're fighting this one out, bud.
You better run back there, you dumb faggots. Go play the game.
You know, one thing about Bus is his mic is always so quiet. He's really got to learn to turn that thing up.
This is the first time I've heard it loud.
Joe Biden, right in with Biden. You are Palestine.
Oh, geez. Here we go with the Palestine.
Keep moving.
If anyone wants to know, so there's 2 servers tonight. The password for this server was Trump, and the other one was Pride, so you can't get any more diverse than that. CSA starting to fall back to point. We're actually going to turn into a politics channel. We hit 3,000, and they're like, okay, we're changing topic. What is Pastor doing here? He's doing it all alone.
Oh, no. Brave man, but foolish.
Where'd he go? Oh, my... Wait, what? No.
He did not get out. No, there's no way he got out.
He's being chased by... No!
He's done. Oh, I was rooting for him.
I know.
Where's our flag, man? Where's our flag? Where's our flag at? No!
Pastor, if you watch this, I'm very proud of you. That was good movement from you. Very good job.
Good.
You get the
almost got out. What? Huncho, what are you doing, buddy?
Huncho, you do not punch. I hate you, Huncho. I hate you. I hope you get shot.
Oh, they're going in. Union is. Partha Sussy is.
Kill Huncho. Shoot. Yeah, stab him.
No, he's still alive.
Oh, darn it.
Union wiping that group pretty well.
Yeah, Union wrapped around the big tree. That's a landmark on this map.
Oh, what the
Used
heck?
to be one of the key defensive positions for a long time until the meta change.
TSA now charging in. 12th VA first to get in here.
Ooh, USA's a little bit spread out, but let's see if they can pull it in here.
A little spread out. Tickets going down really fast now.
We're in a death spiral here. Both teams are going to get aggressive.
Yeah, and these are going to be really drawn out because of the flag change. You do have FSB, I think, trying to stay a little organized here amidst the chaos, but Union's winning this. Points going in favor of Union right now. That's faster than natural decay.
FSB is going in. They're going to get hit.
Oh, none of that. We love Zap.
Yeah, gosh darn right we love Zap. The man's never heard him fly.
Doug, we're here.
Pastor's got the flag. Come on, Pastor.
Go, Pastor, go!
No!
Oh, he's
no!
He's brave. That's a tough man.
We keep jinxing him every time we watch him. He dies. It was Hatch's attack. I don't remember if it was last week or 2 weeks ago, but I saw Ninja like 9 times in the game, and every time I went over to him, he died.
Let me tell you something about Ninja. He deserved every death. And of course, Bus is over here talking about Calm. He's a big fan of that.
And to think I have this man on right now.
Yeah.
CSA starting
to
come for fun.
Natty's dead, but 12th BA and 8th Alabama are going to hook in right into first DE. First DE should be able to hold this. They are all reloading. Never mind.
Bring me your phone. Bring me your phone.
All right, they're good. And they got reinforcements coming up. That's fantastic.
You need to hold it. Fighters about to hit last
They
stand.
need to regroup here and push as a group.
Last stand for CS only.
Okay, and Union still has a bit of a buffer zone in their tickets. All they need to do now is get aggressive and start wiping these guys out.
Plus is still singing.
My lord, our general is in great danger.
Someone down here sounds like their video game guy.
Thank goodness spray.
General, sir. The situation's
Yo,
very
units are
confusing.
running.
Yes, no hiccup. Banzai!
I charge.
Oh, it's tactical.
It's tactical. Let's go, tactical. Get in there.
Banzai! Banzai!
No!
His folded katana steel could not match up.
And we're at 17 minutes. Union about to hit final push. Goes down to 2.5 minutes, but CSA is basically gone at this point.
Yeah. All it takes now is one final push, get the whole team in there, and wipe them out. Get them off that.
Oh, round's over. What are your quick thoughts for the round?
Quick thoughts on the round. Much better played by the Union. They were able to keep organized. You know, that was a big thing that I brought up in the first round. You had to stay organized in this. They pulled back their aggression a little bit. They got more smart, and they were able to pull out the day.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, really well done by Union. They kept the aggression up the whole time. I'd like to thank Pastor and Hudson for being the frontline reporters for tonight, and also Labelle for coming on. Very glad to have you on tonight. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more. In the description, if you want to support the channel more, you can check out our Discord, our merch, and our Patreon, where we live stream everything there. You can advertise your regiment on the bottom of our videos and get raw gameplay footage of events with no commentary and UI. But nonetheless, I appreciate all of you. You guys make this channel great. We just hit 3,000 subscribers. Huzzah to that. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful rest of your night.